is magical. It is normally constantly growing, but it can also partly or completely fall out. It is painless to cut, but causes pain if torn. It is fragile considering each individual strain, but combined the strains become strong. It is usually also one of our most personal traits, and it is part of our identity, regardless if we choose to cut, shave, grow, or style it. We are often defined and described by our hair or choice of hairstyle. In that way, hair becomes powerful tools of declaration, intention, and manifestation. Hair and hairstyles have during thousands of years been visual statements for royals, priests, and warriors, since it throughout history held deep spiritual meaning across many cultures, religions, and traditions. Hair and hairstyle were in ancient times often seen as a symbol of life force, identity, and spiritual connection, with many different symbolic meanings. Why not leave a comment on what symbolic meaning you express with your hair and hairstyle? Hey you perfect soul. I am Sophia Cham, PhD and author. My passion is esoteric wisdom and spiritual self-leadership. At my channel you can find more information about my latest book, Spiritual Social Activism, which you can buy at Amazon. Follow to not miss my 2 coming books, where I describe how you can awaken and strengthen your dormant abilities with new parapsychic abilities, intelligences, cognitive abilities, and mental processes you can only imagine. You have divine potentials within you, just waiting to be used. Hair has held profound spiritual and cultural significance across civilizations, symbolizing identity, power, purity, and connection to the divine. Treatment of the hair was deeply tied to beliefs about life force, social status, and sacred rituals. Hair could be seen as a symbol of strength and vitality, like the Nazarite Samson in the Bible, whose hair carried vital energy and power. Cutting swan hair then symbolized the loss of strength. Certain sects within Judaism still maintain peyot, side curls, as a sign of obedience to divine law. Also, Hindu sadhus and kesh within Sikhism regard their hair as a marker of spiritual identity. Hair could also be a sign of purity, devotion, or transformation, which then represented humility and a commitment to the spiritual path. Shaving the head then could symbolize humility and purification, as with earlier Christian monks and nuns. In Islam, this is still a sign of renewal after, for instance, a pilgrimage. In Buddhist and Hindu tradition, shaving the head can still today be a symbolic way of letting go of ego and vanity. Hair could also be regarded as a channel and an antenna for spiritual energy, which helped connecting with divine or cosmic forces. This belief is still found among Native American in Polynesian cultures with Mana and Rastafarian traditions, where hair is kept long and natural to preserve the connection or the covenant with our Creator. In many African traditions, for instance Maasai, Himba and Fulani, hair is also a spiritual antenna, connecting individuals to ancestors and cosmic energy. Hair as an expression of identity and inner self mirrored either inner states and spiritual growth or tribal identity, age and status. Changes of the hair could mark transitions or awakenings. Finally, hair as a connection to nature and the divine feminine was usually represented with long and flowing hair, where the hair was seen as an extension of the earth's energy, organic and wild. This symbolic meaning of hair and hairstyle, of course, exists still today. My journey of self-love and spiritual self-leadership was both emphasized as well as deepened by my choice of dreadlocks, which for me have a spiritual, social, and aesthetic meaning, representing my desire for spiritual growth and transformation, as well as manifesting my spiritual energy and highest intention. So what about you? Have you cut or shaved your hair? Do you want to style it, symbolizing a major life transition? Or do you keep it long to emphasize your spiritual energy? Or maybe cultural identity? Let me know in the comments, and don't miss next video where we will dive right into the story of dreadlocks that is several thousands of years old. One love. Stay blessed. Follow and like.